want to do it.
Oh.
For that, I had to. Welcome back to Nightly News.
Welcome back to Nightly News.
Nightly News.
Alright. It's Nightly News.
It is Nightly News. There is stuff to go through. Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness is something that we're not going to be covering Nightly News because we're going to do a dedicated review. Me and Oz have seen it. Nathan hasn't seen it, so he's not going to join us in the review.
Yeah, he's always behind.
In fact, the review might be out first before Nightly News. I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
There's that. Okay, next news topic. Dave Chappelle. He was attacked on stage.
He was.
And, look, so I'm sure you've already heard a lot about it and things, so we'll just go right into the conversation. Was it inspired, or did he gain confidence from the Will Smith altercation?
Well, Chris Rock was there.
I'm not sure. I know Chris Rock was there.
And do you know what he said?
Yes, I know.
What did he say?
He said, was that Will Smith?
Oh yeah, you did say that. You were telling.
I've been paying attention.
Alright, what else was said after it happened?
He said, I'll try and do it in it was a black trans man.
It was a black trans man.
I did it way
Your
better.
black scent is awful.
No, I was better. That was a better Dave Chappelle than yours. Yours was forced.
Oh wait, let me try it. No. But he said he would go stomp the full backstage, and he said all this other stuff that was pretty awesome, and then he went straight onto the thing.
And then they just continued on the show. Look, I mean, yeah, it's bad. Of course it's bad. I'm not sure if it was provoked by, or inspired, or encouraged by Will Smith brushing it. That's all I really do.
He started a trend.
Yeah.
He started a trend.
Love Dave Chappelle. Very funny guy.
Very funny man.
Very funny man. Look, he's a bit too
Funny? A bit too funny.
far, like for me, most of my taste. But if you go back to past me, I was like, no, like I don't like the swearing. I don't like how he offends people and everything like that.
Now you've met me.
But no, nowadays people need to learn to deal with offense and not take themselves so seriously. And that's where I actually see the value in humor at the expense of yourself and even others. Laugh at yourself.
You know which group of people learned to deal with offense? Mexicans.
Because, yeah, I was going to say
Offense.
Amish people because they build fences. I don't know.
No, but Mexicans dealt with offense.
They but that's a wall, though.
No, it's a fence. It's a fence.
What if you're a thief? You need to deal with a fence.
Well, that's basically exactly what I've just said. Shad.
Yeah, I know. Because you need a fence the things
We're
you
not on
steal.
Shadiversity. You don't have to steal my jokes here, Shad.
You give me the... No,
I give them to you.
No. You sell your jokes like a $2 whore.
Hey, I'm a $25 whore an hour. Anyway, so that's that. Dave Chappelle attacked and now he's fine. He broke the dude or lady. What was it?
I don't know. It was this guy who had like a gun that wasn't a gun. It had a knife flick out in front. It could have been serious, but look, it is concerning that security didn't catch him before he got on stage. But then it looks like they dealt with him afterwards.
Yeah, they beat the crap out of him. That's awesome. Oh, anyway.
That's the main thing, though. Like, he got up on stage and basically got to Dave Chappelle before anyone came up. So it's
That's
like
an issue.
I would
But Dave-
fire my security because if someone's come up on stage, I want them tackled.
But Dave Chappelle got to him before that guy could get to him. So, yeah. All right, so next bit of news, I guess.
Oh, the next Doctor.
Nyakuti Gatwa.
Okay, so first of all, have you guys watched Doctor Who? You
I've
fans
seen
of
like
Doctor
2
Who?
episodes.
I used to be.
I used to be a massive fan of Doctor Who. The reboot, right? All the way up until the end of Smith.
Smith.
No, it's Tennant and then...
Yeah, was it Matt Smith?
Matt Smith, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Capelli or whoever came.
Look,
That's when
that started to go downhill, and boy did they ruin. What's the companion's character? It was the girl character that was mainly. She did a long stint, but she came in with Matt Smith.
I know who you're talking about, but
I forget her name now.
I forget her name also.
I've tried to, because they ruined her character. Where, oh man! And there were signs with Capaldi's era of how bad Doctor Who was starting to go, where they started to, like, just try and flip the tails instead of representation and girl power. They actually started to put in overt misandric content, where like, River Song, great character. But they have a special with her in Capaldi's era, which is like, what are you doing? What's the face? Oh, you're thinking. You're a man. It doesn't suit you. And stuff like that. If you had a line like that was targeted to women, they would be just... Feminists would be losing their heads out, but they're perfectly fine. And there's the thing. I don't mind humour at the expense of men or women, okay? I'm pointing it out because of the hypocrisy. That they would just lose their freaking heads if it was anything at the like at the expense of a woman. Oh no, but they're happy to do it at the expense of men.
If that was said to a woman, I find it pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I used to love Doctor Who, but then they had British people in it, and I wasn't a fan after that.
So like the first episode?
No,
the first black and
just
white
when
episode.
I realised, like, wait, it's all British people in this?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
And so, then there's the line of when, is it Claire? Clara. Yeah, that's her name, Clara.
Clara.
So Clara goes downhill. She came in as this spunky, energetic companion, and then she gets into this whiny, mopey, contradictory, upper self character. And she even says to doctors like, tell me something or I'll slap you so hard you'll regenerate. And it's like, oh, okay, so they're like, perfectly fine with violence against men and hitting men and everything like that. It's perfect, even put in dialogue, but of course if it was reversed, so it just shows the hypocrisy. And that was only the beginning.
Well, the show writer went to school with Amber Heard.
Did they?
So, yeah.
No, I don't think that's true.
If a woman said that to me, I'd just be like, let's go. Let's see who can slap harder.
That's the... Look, that's bad, but that is the unfortunate truth. Yeah. And this is the damaging effect of the girl power narrative that modern media is like. Women can be incredibly strong and everything like that, but to delude them that they can be as physically combative as men in a physical realm is not good, because it makes women think, I could take on a man, and then they get up. They try it in the real world, and that does not go their way, and they get injured. And like there was this thing, like there was I don't know, it was about a year ago. There's two women trying to attack a man. The man is trying to, no. They're attacking. And these women just look like complete dogs. They're like trying to full on bean into him. And he snaps. It's like, fine, bang down, one hit each. And it's like, who told you that you could even attempt that? Okay?
I did it.
And look, I'm not saying men, this is what I actually think men shouldn't hit women. But if it's actually in defense of your own life and it gets getting serious, well, But if they're a lady, you shouldn't hit a lady, okay?
And, that's the thing, though. There are only two arenas where women can actually beat men, like, practically. Family court, well, divorce court, any sort of court that isn't defamation, apparently, and anime. Those are the only two things. Or Marvel.
I know you're joking, but there's a lot of areas that women are better at men. And a lot of areas that men are better at women.
Beats. Not like, women are better at it, but, like, literally it's a competition and women beat men.
Long distance swimming. Women have the highest record.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought men would have more practice stroking.
And there's another one, but nearly in every other sport, the highest records are held.
Oh, that's that. What's that one where there's like a large puck moving towards a goal, and they have to sweep to make it move faster?
Yeah.
Women will be better at the sweeping sport.
Yeah.
Competitive sandwich making.
We denounce everything Oz says. He's clearly a misogynist, sexist, racist, and we haven't gotten there yet, but we'll throw in homophobe just to cover our bases.
You're like Shakespeare. Make up some new words. I'm an Oz.
Then the first female doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, came in, and the show had already jumped the shark by that point, and then they just decide to butcher lore and canon, and Doctor Who is dead to me, unfortunately. Just to bear in mind, I loved Doctor Who so much, and my wife loved Doctor Who so much, I built a TARDIS for her birthday and Christmas present with my own bare hands. I literally made a replica TARDIS. That's how much of a fan I was of Doctor Who. like, we've got pictures of it. There's even a video skit of you guys using the TARDIS in the skit.
Yep.
So whoever's editing this, put in some effort and show the skit where it's in. Cut it like it's in. And if this video doesn't have that clip, it'll show you how bloody lazy you are, and you'll keep it in the video. And how you're going to do it on purpose,
Well,
you
no.
bastards.
It won't show how lazy we are. It'll just show that Nathan didn't edit this video.
Oz, quick. You have to kill me.
So yes, I was a big Doctor Who fan. Built a bloody TARDIS, okay? And then it just, it's a sore spot for me how far that show has fallen. Yeah, they butchered the thing. So now we're back to a male character, but he's black. I think you could have done that ages ago. It doesn't really matter. I don't know much about the actor, this guy. I've heard accusations, like it doesn't matter if he's gay or not, but I've heard people saying he is gay, but no, it turns out I've also heard he's not gay, he's just played a gay character in another show.
But I saw him, like, posing with a dude very comfortably wearing a dress. And that was at, like,
Wearing a dress.
And that was at like a Hollywood, like, red carpet.
Yeah, look, Doctor Who is dead.
2022 as well.
I don't see it coming back. Yeah.
Why
So-
can't they get Idris Elba?
He's probably too expensive.
Yeah, probably.
So anyway, there we go. So Doctor Who's unfortunately looks to be still dead. Nothing really interesting is coming out of this casting that I see. And so the only way you could try and bring it back is they retcon, like, and just took it out of canon, the entire Jodie Whittaker arc. Not because of Jodie Whittaker. I think if they actually gave her some good good dialogue, good stories and stuff, she might have been a half-decent Doctor, but the story and writing was just dog crap in it. And then they destroyed the lore, the backstory of Doctor Who completely for their agenda. Like, really, you know.
What agenda? He's a British character, and what's more British than someone named Nyakuti Gatwa?
That's the actor. I don't care about that.
That's so British.
It's what they did to the backstory and the true origin of the Time Lords and the true origin of Doctor Who. It's just they butchered it.
Although I thought they're bringing back some of the original writers from.
If they're not going to retcon that entire arc, Doctor Who's dead. You can't resurrect that turd.
Yeah, nothing is good is going to happen for the next 1,000 years. Everything's bad, and we're all going to die. That's the good part. Oh, cut that, Oz.
The next one article is Elon Musk says he will reinstate Alex Jones and Trump and everyone else.
On Twitter.
Good on him.
Twitter?
I don't think Trump will come back because he's spent too much money on Truth Social.
Yeah, he said he won't, but they're going to bring his account back probably.
Good on him. Good on him.
But Alex Jones. All right, people.
Yeah, I've always felt that the only policing social media companies should be on what is legal, like legal speech and illegal speech. If it's illegal, that's when the company should have it. But if it's not illegal, let people speak.
I'm kind of there, but I think they should also ban anime profile pictures and open furries.
I was going to say furries.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong
anime,
with
I'm not
furries.
sure, but anime, there's some great anime.
Profile pictures. Post memes from anime, sure.
Yeah.
But if you have an anime profile picture, there's a certain, like, branch of the police force that we should be able to send to their home that aren't actually culpable to any law.
I'm not sure I'm there with you yet, but furries definitely.
Hunt them like the animals they claim to be.
So, in extension to the Elon Musk Twitter stuff, he did tweet that he might die under mysterious circumstances. He says, if I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing ya. Now, he's being tongue-in-cheek. The thing is, though, there's been a lot of people saying they want to kill him. Have you seen Gundam's video on the Elon Musk stuff?
He's not getting recommended to me anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's a Gundam, did a video on it, and he shows all these tweets of people saying, I want to kill Elon Musk.
Yeah,
there's
it won't
a
be
lot.
one of them. It won't be one of them. What did I say?
I half wonder if it's like... Remember when Elon Musk was behind Twitter, he was like, that's it, I'm leaving Twitter, and then there was that exact same tweet on multiple accounts showing that these are bot accounts. Wondering if the ones saying they want to kill Elon Musk is a lot of bots as well, because...
Yeah, I don't think it's that, though. They're random people on Twitter. I think that if a billionaire comes out and says, people might kill me, he's getting calls from the same people that called Epstein. And now here's the thing. What did I say ages back? I said, if they can't buy you, or bribe you, or blackmail you, they'll kill you. Because that's how it goes with
I guess we'll see. Elon, stay safe.
Yeah, don't.
Thoughts? Mr. Beast, he says, if that happens, can I have Twitter? And I don't know about Mr. Beast. I'm undecided. Seems like a half-decent guy. His content isn't for me. It seems very but he does like nothing particularly just red flags apart from that I don't like his style of content.
Have you seen his girlfriend, Mrs. Beauty?
No. I know you. Yeah, but that was a bit flat.
Okay. Go on then. You tell a bloody joke. So yeah, who's threatening Elon Musk?
Oz is smart.
How painful was that for you to say?
It was a joke.
Said tell a joke.
Oh, now he gets it.
And the penny drops.
Touche. I'll give you that one. There's a new Lord of the Rings game. From EA.
Didn't they make the last Star Wars game? That was EA? Which wasn't half bad?
Yes. Okay.
Look, I know EA is the worst company around. No. EA used to be the worst company around. Now it's Disney and like Netflix and stuff.
Well, game company, they're the worst company around.
Worst game company? Yeah, they probably still have that title.
Only...
What do you think? You're on the fence.
I don't know. Because I know people who work for EA and they get looked after, like business-wise, but obviously when it comes to actual consumers, they get ripped off. But fun fact about this game, it's going to be a free-to-play mobile game.
So no, it'll be fun.
Alright, it's going to be trash.
Yeah, and it's they had this like Star Wars Heroes mobile game.
I was going to say...
Same company's making this new Lord of the Rings. So it's going to be just a reskin.
Haven't they already raped Lord of the Rings for something exploitative like that? It's like, oh no, that was Game of Thrones or Star Wars.
Or Warhammer.
Yeah, but they haven't gotten to Lord of the Rings yet. We need to desecrate that sacred property more than it's already going to be.
Well, on the Chinese business calendar, it's the year to rape Lord of the Rings with the Amazon thing, you know. So, yeah, let's oh man, poor Lord of the Rings, poor everything.
The only solace I take it is that there's a bigger backlash from the fan base. What I hate about what they've done, say with Wheel of Time, they think they've gotten away with it because there is this massive, progressive, just it's a leech mob that has latched onto that show, saying it's great, when they don't care about the source material, and they have been going out of the way to censor and ban so many of the fans from voicing their legitimate grievances against it. And Wheel of Time isn't, the book series isn't popular enough in mainstream for a lot of the mainstream channels to pick up on what's happened to it. And so all these dedicated fans who love the book series and see the show for the dog crap that it is have just been banned from, like, if they say anything yesterday, they get banned from Reddit. The main subreddit that was speaking out against it got wiped. Everything, and so they think that they've been able to quell the silence, and we, a smaller channel, are the only more prominent voices calling out the bullcrap in Wheel of Time, and it's like feels almost like not that they got away with it in the sense that they think people aren't noticing that this is a horrible show when it's absolute crap, but there isn't the backlash from the fans hasn't been heard enough for the mainstream to really pick up on it.
That's because we need to meme them so hard that they cry, and then make memes about them crying.
Well, this is why it's so important for us to review Wheel of Time Season 2. Like, if I was not reviewing this, I wouldn't watch it. It's a garbage show, but they need to be called out on their crap, because not enough people are doing it, and it's absolute friggin' dog crap what they're doing with Wheel of Time. And I think it's probably worse than what they'll do to Lord of the Rings. We're yet to see. They're going to do some pretty awful things to Lord of the Rings but there's a lot of people...
Same thing. This is the exact same thing, because their playbook is the exact same thing every time.
Seems like it, but there's way more of the fan base that are not having a bar of it.
That's because it's a bigger fan base.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm glad for Lord of the Rings, but it does because there wasn't that for Wheel of Time. That stupid, smarmy scumbag showrunner.
Yeah.
Hi guys, we're making a great show. We're just raping all your characters in front of your eyes and ruining everything. And I'm just going to insert all my agendas, my politics, and my own explorations of sexuality. Like literally, he wasn't that. So there is a significant polygamous relationship in Wheel of Time, and it's actually justified in terms of the progression of that relationship. But he's like, no, I don't care. I'm more interested in a polyamorous relationship where everyone's doing everyone.
Who knew?
So he wants to inject his own sexual exploration preferences. Yeah, he's a...
Who would have thought that a gay man would have a slightly warped idea of gender roles?
And, gosh, Wheel of Time it's disgusting. Disgusting what they've done to that.
If we got a movie for Wheel of Time, like a trilogy for... Well, not even trilogy. That'd be
Like, if that was as good as Lord of the Rings,
As good,
and then
yeah.
a show like this came out, there would have been as much of a backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Lord of the Rings, before the films, was kind of in the same realm as, say, where Wheel of Time was kind of in before the show, where it launched it into the mainstream and everyone knew of it, right?
Yeah.
Wheel of Time was a great book series, but there was nothing that launched it, and this show just took its steaming crap on the legacy of Wheel of Time. So anyway, yeah, Lord of the Rings game will be next, but at least there will be a
we were talking about
backlash.
Lord of the Rings, weren't we?
Yeah, but no, at least there will be a backlash for it, and we're already seeing it. And so, good on your fans doing your job, and we'll do what we can to try and protect Wheel of Time, but or at least call out what's going on.
All right. James Cromwell superglues himself to the counter of a Starbucks to protest plant-based milk surcharge. He left it half an hour later. That's some really crappy superglue. But yeah, you didn't hear about this?
I saw a headline of it, and it was like,
Do you know James Cromwell?
he's an actor.
What was he in?
I forget what the actor was.
Babe.
now.
He was in Babe. Remember the pig movie?
Oh yeah, that guy.
And
yeah.
that's the movie that made him a vegan. That's the movie that made me hungry.
No, you know, he played the inventor of warp travel in Star Trek First Contact.
He played the inventor in Surrogates in the movie Surrogates, which sucks. Wish I had a surrogate to go watch that movie for.
Celebrities are just...
I know, but Shad, plant-based milk. I want to go on a rant. Plant-based milk is the devil's milk. Don't touch it. And I'm not kidding. It actually is. It's evil. It's evil milk. It's commie milk. Don't drink the commie milk. It's bad. It's really bad for you. If you're... What's the word when you can't drink milk? Like regular milk?
Lactose?
If you're lactose intolerant, that's your cross to bear. I'm sorry. You don't get an alternative.
When Oz is saying plant-based milk, you're actually saying soy-based.
Soy, well, there's many different types.
Yeah.
There's soy, there's almond, there's... what else is there?
All stuff that makes you a weaker man, and you lose your testosterone when you partake in it.
There's a general rule. If the milk doesn't come from a titty, don't drink it. Because it ain't real milk. Where's the nipple on an almond?
I just want milk that tastes like real milk.
Whatever happened to the days when drinking regular milk was considered weak, and now we've gone so far into crazy land that just drinking regular milk is the manly thing to do nowadays?
Well, actually, it's a white supremacist thing to do, apparently. You see that one? But it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's fault. In the movie Pumping Iron in the 80s, all the weightlifters were drinking milk.
I can't believe you racist person. It's Schwarzenegger, not...
Sorry, Schwartz... You know what his name translates to when you take it away from German into English? It translates to Arnold Kevin Hart. Anyway, no, but like...
But nah, not knee.
Oh,
nah.
we are the knights who say knee. Finish it. Finish the word. No,
I'm so offended that you could even utter a sound that sounded similar to it. We've got to cancel the whole show now. I can't be seen in the same realm as Oz for accidentally saying something that sounded similar to something that cannot be said.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he said in a movie Pumping Iron.
Is it
Can I get through the...
Is it Schwarzer or Schwartz? Is it Schwarzenegger or Schwarzenegger?
In the movie Pumping Iron, where all the weightlifters are drinking milk because it's great for you, he made a joke that drinking milk is for babies because he'd just down a pint of Guinness or something. And it's Schwarzenegger's fault.
That's a weird documentary, Pumping Iron.
Yeah.
Where he equates pumping iron to having sex.
Well, I mean, there is literally a causal link there. If you're pumping iron, you're having...
You should hear his monologue, and it's like... It's weird. I don't want to repeat it.
When he says pumping iron, was he having sex with a toaster or something? Like,
he talks about the word that means when you hit the mark, and it's like that whenever I pump iron, so whenever I'm pumping iron, I'm like...
pumping something. All right, so that's that.
Thor.
Thor.
There's something that we can cover in Thor.
Love and Thunder.
So, gosh. Like, I have concerns. I think it's gonna be a bit like Doctor Strange, actually. The normies are gonna eat it up. Just like, here's the crap shoveled into your mouth, but because it's got the shiny lights, it has, hey, Thor and fight scenes and stuff. Oh, it's the greatest movie ever! I'm drowning on crap and I love it! Just shovel more in.
Oh, I get a really bad image thinking about that.
Yeah, but that's watch our review of Doctor Strange, because holy crap, is that movie astounding garbage. And I have a feeling Love and Thunder is going to go that way as well. And there'll be some funnier moments in it, because Taika Waititi, he can be a funny. But that guy is, on a personal level, he seemed really disrespectful to fans, where he says, like, I will ruin whatever, I forget the exact line, but your childhood or your canon or whatever. He doesn't respect that. And then photos have come out of him, like kissing the girl, the actress who plays Valkyrie with another girl, and going, like, kissing her and then kissing the other one.
Wait, he kissed her?
But it kind of explains how she got the role, maybe.
Yeah,
but it's a bit sus that the actor is going to town with the leading actress in his film and everything, and is in a polyamorous relationship with. It's just like
Tessa Thompson,
Hollywood,
man.
friggin' Hollywood. It's just degenerate crap.
But Tessa Thompson, why Tessa Thompson? I'd rather, like, draw lips on a piece of cardboard. But did you see that video that came out of him? Where he farted into a pile of dust, lined the dust up, and then snorted it. That's how...
I have not seen that.
He's so arrogant. I just hate him so much.
Really?
Have you seen him talk?
He seems up himself, especially with the success that he's gotten. He's just gotten worse.
He's just, yeah.
And so, on a personal level, Taika Waititi seems like a degenerate just jerk. All right, so he might be able to do some one or two funnies that might get a legitimate chuckle in the movie, but it seems like in terms of respect for the characters and logical through-line stories and everything, prepare for a dumpster fire. And then also the whole bait and switch, where we already saw female Thor. No, I get so dumb.
It's funny, you take away the T and replace it with a W.
That's his name. It's not a title. But no, Thor is the title for someone who can hold a hammer.
It's a woman, right? So take away the T and put a W.
That's...
War.
War? Yeah.
Oh, there's an H. So that would make... Whore. Whore.
I don't know. Like, nothing against Natalie Portman But... what annoys me is that you could actually... There is area to justify, this arc in terms of the character reassembling Mjolnir. That should be really difficult to do. It was forged in the heart of a dying star, and everything. But she's, super glue, that'll do it. Oh, she'll just do some randomy sciencey bullcrap. I picture she's going to assemble it, put it in some bullcrap device that shoots lights on it, and it'll glow, and it'll be fixed.
I think she'll use feeling.
Feeling?
She'll be like, oh, just work!
Yeah.
Yes! And
I think she's going to scream at it. That's how all their other problems are solved.
There's been a bit of a controversy on whether Natalie Portman has been bulking up for the role, because in the trailer, her arms look suspiciously thicker than her frame would imply. But then there's been set photos leaked, and it looks like she's wearing rubbery arm over tops of her regular arms. Her frame, everything else is as diminutive, and she's got her arms like hanging out like this.
If they wanted a really muscular, strong, almost manly woman to play female Thor, they could have got Chloe Grace Moretz.
I don't know.
I was going to think Gina Carano, but
no, they can't. You can't have Gina Carano in a movie.
Not anymore.
She said something they don't.
Who's the female that played in, was it Blade, the third Blade?
Oh, yes, Jessica Biel.
She had arms on her in that film.
Woo! Jessica Biel. Oh, yes. Feel the bill. Woo! Oh, she's hot. And she still got it.
Yeah.
She still got it. Woo!
So there's an actress who could play a female superhero with some muscle.
I endorse it.
Alice greatly endorses it.
She's like 50 and she's got the Kate Winslet disease where nothing has changed.
I've enjoyed many roles Natalie Portman is in. She seems like a really self-absorbed, uppity, girl power. Like, have you seen her comments that she makes outside? It's all, wage gap, Me Too, women being mistreated and all that stuff. And where there is area that Hollywood in particular has a Me Too issue.
Yeah, it's just projection. Again, it's Hollywood projection.
But not like the mainstream world. There's far less of an issue with that, and there's a lot more lies that are involving that than in Hollywood. I'm not saying there isn't cases of misbehavior, or not just sexual assault, we'll just say it. In the main, there's issues with that all around, but way more in Hollywood. Still, like, I don't know, when people become obsessed with their
Virtue.
that, but also what is it? Their activism and stuff like that. Do they have a life, or do they talk about normal things?
That's part of their
That's
job.
the only context I've seen her speak publicly.
It's part of their job to do that. They're literally just hired thingos.
Anyway, she's been in roles I've enjoyed. But as to this, the fact that it really seems like they're using her to replace Thor by literally naming her Thor. And this looks awful for Thor's character and background. And like he has to find himself in every film so far.
I had a look at that, and I don't think that's entirely true.
You reckon?
Which ones did he have to find himself in?
The first one.
No, he didn't. That was a fish out of water story where he had to be worthy of the hammer.
No, but he had to find his more noble self. And also, embrace the role and authority that was... he was destined for, basically.
I've seen the movie. The plot was he wasn't worthy of the hammer because it was too hot-headed.
It wasn't actually the hammer, it was the throne.
No, the hammer was part of it. He had to be worthy to lift the hammer.
But then he comes back ready to lead Asgard.
Yeah.
And in the second movie...
It's not finding yourself.
Can't really even remember much
Finding
about
yourself is about rediscovering your sense of identity. Like, you feel uncertain about who you are as a person.
But he had an arc where he actually grew, where he was immature and brash, and then he kind of found himself a more noble side to embrace.
The question is, how's every movie he's had to find himself?
I see a connection there. What do you think?
I don't. If that's the case, then
I'm like on the fence, because if I say yes, someone's going to go, "Ah!" And if I say
no. How about you just share your opinions and deal with the consequences?
Look, I'm not a fan of every Thor movie, but I think it's, and I agree with basically everything. It's ridiculous that he needs to find himself, right? That's a bad plot line for a superhero, male superhero.
I think we're getting caught up in definitions. I think we...
Oh, no.
No, we do.
Don't be like that. We're getting caught up in definitions.
Yes.
We already have definitions for things. We talk about them, so that's how we clarify definitions.
Well, because I think as well, he does... And this is with every Marvel movie I find as well. They're always finding themselves. Like with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, definitely.
It's only the male ones, and it's only recently.
Iron
Man as well.
Captain America was very consistent.
He was.
Except for maybe the very end. But he always had, he hated bullies, and he wanted to stand up for people that were mistreated from the very beginning, and that was mostly a through line until the very end, where he decided to give up on everything.
The through line for me for Captain America was he was naive, and he had to give up that naivety and understand the real world.
I kind of agree in a sense that is a bit of he has an arc there where he was
too idealistic and
where
too
he
naive.
was what's the name for someone who is I need you, and he signs up and is with the government and everything, but then he sees that, no, the government is a bit corrupt, and I trust myself more, and there is that distinct arc with him.
Yeah, but with Thor, the movies have been, and that's the thing, I think it's wrong to, and not lazy, but dishonest to be like, oh, it's always been he has to find himself. No, like the second movie sucks, right? The third movie's but they're not all about him trying to find himself.
I think there's I think.
Well, give me another example. What's another Thor movie?
In Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, how did he have to find himself there? He was a slave and had to escape the slave planet.
Where his true power lies. His power is inside himself. He had to discover that power inside himself and trust himself, and the hammer was only a conduit, and he had to embrace it.
But in none of that is it ever like, I doubt my ability, apart from
there was.
there was.
It was
fighting his sister.
Yeah, it's like where he thought he couldn't win, but it's like, he had to... And it's funny, I did actually kind of like that, where he found his actual power, but then that gets completely contradicted, because, alright, then he needs a new hammer anyway to be able to fight Thanos, because his own power isn't great enough. And so it seems like the hammer was giving him a power boost.
Okay, but you got to admit, like, it's not all about him discovering himself.
Thor has been a very inconsistent character.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Yeah. I completely agree with that.
And so he's discovering new things about him that's different in every one.
Yeah, they keep changing who Thor is in each movie, but I'm just saying it's...
Well, this Thor, actually, I was going to say, was going to be consistent with Ragnarok. No, now they're trying to go off of Endgame where he's like he doesn't want to be a superhero anymore, and he looks like a massive goof in the trailer, like a complete useless goof.
You just hate that aesthetic. You hate the Rock aesthetic. You get pissed every time I put my sunglasses on. You just hate that aesthetic. So much hate. Here you go. Let it all out, Shad. Call me a Rock N-word. What do you mean goof? Okay, maybe I'm just projecting.
Yeah.
What do you mean goof? What do you mean look like a goof?
Where he's like trying to see Star-Lord's eyes and stuff, and is goofing around. He throws the thing off, and then it goes on someone's face and stuff. And it's like, is there going to be a single moment in this upcoming movie of serious, noble heroism without being subverted by humor or joke or throwaway bullcrap or goofiness?
Probably in the last act.
I don't think so.
You know, female Thor's going to show up and save him.
Yeah, exactly, right. The only earnestness that'll be in the whole film will be in him telling, Natalie Portman how great she is and how worthy she is, and that's probably it.
Yeah, that sounds.
And then Korg will make a joke.
This really looks like it's going to be the female Thor movie, so we'll see what happens.
I
But
hate that Rock person. I hate him.
Korg.
He's a stereotype. Oh, look at me! I'm a Rock. I'm stoned. Oh, yes, boo.
But see, it's funny to make stereotypes when it's not a I don't know, targeted minority or something like that.
Kiwis are a targeted minority, targeted by Australians, and rightfully.
Yeah.
Every year, New Zealand moves 9 centimetres closer to Australia. That's too close. We've got to start paddling, guys.
Oh, it's really interesting what's happening in Warner Brothers. Have you heard?
What?
There's this auditor kind of guy. I don't exactly know what, but he's gone in to basically look at all the profit and loss in Warner Brothers and its subsidiaries, and is like, all right, we're cutting the fat, and shows have been cancelled, and new things. I don't know if it's going to be fixed completely, but there's a bit of a shake-up happening in Warner Brothers. It does feel like finally some areas are starting to realise that woke go broke is a thing that does come about.
You don't want me to go on my rant about why that's completely wrong. And in fact,
No,
if anything, an auditor who comes around and says we're cutting the fat, we need to make more money, they'll go even harder into the woke stuff.
No, I reckon not what looks to be coming out of Warner Brothers. We'll see though. So anyway, I found some of that stuff interesting. What's happening with Warner Brothers? And is there any other subjects?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. So this has been Nightly News, and until next time, stay watchful.